Hey guys, it's BiggehSmallz MGS coming at you with another one. Today I'm starting a new project. I'll be showing you some optimizations that I use for my single segment Big Boss speedruns. I've done at least 5 runs successfully, and in doing so, I've discovered some ways to do some segments even faster than before. I will be doing videos for every single act in the game, but in this video we're just gonna go over Act 1. Now I cannot stress this enough. What I'm about to show you in these videos are things that I still practice to this day, even after several successful runs. So, without further ado, welcome to How BiggehSmallz Speedruns Metal Gear Solid 4, Act 1. Let's start at the beginning. Wait a minute. No, that's not what I meant by beginning. There we go. For me, it all starts right here at the main menu. Now there's something here that's very important that I need to do before we start. So we're just going to go ahead right here and go to the options menu, and we're going to look at these two options right here at the top. So what we have here are options for weapon switch settings, and this one is item switch settings. So I'm going to go ahead and select this one right here, weapon switch settings, and we're going to look at these three options right here, and I'm going to tell you what they are. So we'll start with this one. This one basically means that when you do quick change, you just unequip whatever item or weapon you had on. It's basically like MGS4. So you just hit quick change and then you turn off that item. There's nothing in that slot. It's just unequipped. Now the next one is going to be previous type. That means when you're quick changing, it just goes back to the weapon or item you had on before the one you have on right now. So if you do quick change, you're just going to be cycling in between two weapons or two items. And lastly, right here, this one, which is the best in my opinion, is the 3-slot type. This makes it so that you can cycle in between 3 things in the weapons or items menu. I like this one because it makes it so that you don't spend nearly as much time selecting whatever weapon you need or whatever item you need for a specific situation. All that time adds up, so this is the one that I recommend the most. So we're just going to go ahead and make sure that we have 3-slot type selected for both of them. That's my personal preference. That's how I like to do things. It just makes things a lot faster and a lot easier for me. Now that we got that out of the way, we can really get started on Act 1. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how I optimized some of these areas. Let's go ahead and start with the red zone. Now, what you're going to see here is a small optimization, but it does save maybe just a little bit of time. So we're just going to go through here like normal. Now, with these guys at the end, what I'm going to do is I'm going to approach the guy on the left. Then I'm going to stun him and just run. The other guy is going to hear my footsteps, but he's going to notice the guy that got knocked out, and he's not going to turn to look at me. Now, you see how easy that was? So, if you want to do this from now on, it's probably the best way to go. Next stop is Advent Palace. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a few things that I'll do here to make things faster and easier for you for your run going forward. You guys ready? Let's do this. So, John is going to throw you the satchels right here. Then you're going to go ahead and go into the kitchen. Now, what you're going to do is go ahead and plant one right here at this little entrance right here. And that should be enough. Now you're just going to wait for those guys to get to their spots. And then wait for Meryl to say contact. Set it off and go out here and wait for these guys that are going to jump on the wall. Take them out. Then you're going to go inside, and you're going to wait for these two right here. Shrink this one, CQC grab this one, and strip her of her weapon. Then take her out quick as you can. Then pick up the XM25s, and then just keep going. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, what the hell just happened? What was all that? let's go ahead and rewind. So I'm just going to go ahead and shoot this one right here. Then I'm going to get behind the other one and do a CQC grab, which strips her of her weapon. Then I'm going to go ahead and pick up the XM25s that they both drop. Now, this is really important. If you got the XM25 on the roof, you got nothing to worry about, just go ahead and pick those up. But if you didn't, then it's really important that you pick up the one that was dropped from the enemy you tranquilized first. Then you can pick up the other one that was stripped from the enemy. So what was the point of all that stuff that I just did? Well, let's go ahead and take a look at this right here. See all those points that you just got? How was it that one drop can give you so many points? Well, did you know that the amount of points that you get from enemy weapon drops is entirely dependent on how the enemy dropped the weapon? Let's look at the multitude of ways that an enemy can drop a weapon. They can be killed, or put to sleep, or knocked out, or held up at gunpoint, or they can be stripped of their weapon, like I just did. Now every weapon has a base price, and the base price of the XM25 is 16,000. Now, the exact amount you get changes based on how the weapon is dropped. You get the least amount of points for killing an enemy, and that middle number will be 0.1. If you trank an enemy, knock them out, or hold them up, then the middle number will be 0.2. So that's more. If an ally takes out an enemy, that middle number will be 0.3, which is more than that. But if you strip an enemy of a weapon with CQC, that middle number will be 1, giving you the most points you can get for that weapon drop. Basically, what that means is you're going to be spending a lot less time picking up weapons to get Drebin points to prepare yourself for Act 3. Works for me. Next thing I'm going to do is show you guys how I do things on this level. So we're just going to go ahead and hit one of these guys, and we're going to go ahead and skip this scripted thing, you know, when Johnny craps himself. Anyway, now I'll switch to the tranquilizer, and I'm going to hit this sniper up there with a trank effect. It'll come in handy later, trust me on this one. So I'll just go ahead and run down this hallway, and I'm going to go ahead and pick up those smokes. Then I'm going to go back to the hallway with the operator on, and then I'm going to aim at Johnny. Now, what you're going to do is wait for Meryl to turn the corner, and that's going to be your cue to shoot. Boom. There you go. You got him. Now he's moving. Now we're going to go in here, and then we're going to wait for Johnny to pass, and then we're going to equip the drum can. Alright, here we go. Drum can on. Let's get rolling. Let's knock these people out. 1, 2, boom. Now, on this level, there's only going to be 3 frogs instead of 4. That's why I shot that sniper earlier. Ugh, that was a mess. Now, they're going to throw a grenade, and when it blows up, the controller's going to vibrate just a little, and that's your cue to start rolling to take out the last 2. Now we're going to go ahead and wake this guy up, and then, yeah, we're done with this part. Excellent.
That was easy.
Alright. Final stretch of Advent Palace. So I'll shoot him to get him to jump down even faster. Jump, boom, hit him, and then go. Trigger the bulldozer, turn around. Then I'm going to go to the back here, and then I'm pick up those stuns. Then equip the satchels. Then I'm going to turn around, and then set off the satchels, then try to take these last guys out as quick as possible. Alright, cool. There we go. So, next thing I'm going to do is go to the pause menu, and I'm going to replace the satchels with the smoke grenades. Then I'm going to pick up those smoke grenades right there. Don't want to miss those. And yeah, that's it. That's how I do Advent Palace. Great. Done here. So now I got the M4 on. I'm going to switch it to the smoke grenade. And yeah, that's that. Okay, here we are. Crescent Meridian. Now, I got my tranquilizer equipped. That's the first thing we're going to do. We're going to go here. We're going to aim at this guy. We're going to hit him. You can hit him anywhere. It's fine. Then take out the smoke grenade. You're just going to wait a little bit. Throw it. Throw another one there. And make sure those guys are all in the smoke cloud before you start moving. And then you're just going to go ahead and proceed as normal. Throw in there. And then we're going to throw another one right here. Just going to stop for a little bit. Throw it. And then, yeah, that's it. Let's just go ahead and finish up. Alright guys, Millennium Park, this is it. So we're going to start by picking those up for the points. Then we're going to go to the drum can right here and start rolling. I count the number of rolls with the sound cues. And I like to count to 11. That's how many rolls I do before I get out of there. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot these guys here. Take him out. Then I'm going to take out the guy in the turret. Boom. Okay. Now I'm going to shoot that guy in the body. Now, if you miss him, you fucked up. So then I'm going to take out this guy. And I'm going to wait for that guy over there to notice. See? There you go. He noticed that guy. Then I'm going to go ahead and keep running. Then I'm going to fire a distraction shot right here. Then I'm going to throw a smoke right there. Then I'm just going to run in this direction. Then I'm going to go here. Take that guy out. And yeah, you're pretty much done here.
You want to see me do it again?
Oh my god, yes!
Alright, let's go ahead and do it over again. So, again, I'm going to go ahead and pick these up. Then I'm going to go into the drum can. Let's get rolling. Remember, count to 11. Take these guys out. Alright, now get out. I'm going to line up my shot here and take out this guy. Alright. Then I'm going to take out this guy right here. Alright, this guy's going to show up here. I'm going to shoot him in the body. Remember, don't miss. Alright, I'm going to take him out. Ah. Damn it. Okay. You go ahead.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Oh my god, what the hell happened? I mean, is this supposed to be random? Is this some RNG shit? Like, what is going on here? Well, as it turns out, it may very well not be as random as you think it is. So I took it upon myself to run some experiments here. And according to my calculations, it just might have something to do with this. Now this might sound a little strange, but just hear me out. Remember this guy? See him right there? I've run this experiment and I think that this is what's going on. The way that this guy falls when he goes to sleep is actually affected by whether or not you had the solid eye on when you entered Millennium Park. It does sound a little crazy, but I've done this a bunch of times and I think that this is the case. If you have the solid eye on at the very start of this area, he'll be face down just like that. If this happens, you're good to go. Just keep on running. However, if you leave Crescent Meridian with the solid eye turned off, you'll enter this area with the solid eye turned off, and if you take out that guy and put him to sleep, he'll be on his back just like that. And then if his buddy kicks him awake and you're still running away, he's going to spot you. So this is how you deal with the situation. You're going to run up here, and you're going to take out his buddy. And then after that, you're just going to proceed through this area as normal. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish this up here. Take out that guy. And then I'm going to go through the door right there. Boom, you're done. Now what I would recommend doing is perform this experiment yourself. That would mean that you would have to create two different save files for Millennium Park. One with the solid eye on and another one without the solid eye on. Then do all the stuff that I showed you and see if it actually works. See if it actually applies. So that means that you would have to leave Crescent Meridian with the solid eye turned on, and you would have to leave with it turned off. So go ahead, try it out, and see if it works for you. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and see the differences in what we have to do right here. So yeah, one is going to run straight, and the other one is going to run toward the enemies and take them out. And then we're just going to go ahead and proceed as normal. And yeah, that's pretty much it for that. So I've pretty much shown you guys everything that I can think of to help you optimize Act 1.
But I can only show you the door. You're the one that has to walk through it.
And that's pretty much it, guys. That's what an optimized time for Act 1 looks like. You can get that with enough luck and enough skill as well. So, this is BiggehSmallz MGS. Have a good one, guys. Take care. Peace.
Nice work.